Hi, today I want to talk about triggers. I won't spend a lot of time defining it because I'm sure you've already felt what a trigger is, and it's a word that floats around a lot in the internet. We talk about it at the Leader Lab because it is so common and because it affects our productivity in the workplace. Now, we all have a history long before today at our job. Throughout our life, our early childhood, even before we got on this stage, our parents, our grandparents, our early human ancestors, all this wiring and programming, it's in our bodies. We bring it with us to the job, and that's totally normal. But the problem is it narrows our viewpoint. When our body is triggered, our mind becomes very focused. It's looking for one quick solution to get out of whatever that trigger was. And that's normal. It's our body trying to protect us from the stress and pressure it's feeling. The problem is that's not always the most productive at work, and it doesn't always achieve that shared goal that we're working on with our team. So how do we shift from a place of reactivity from the trigger to a place of creativity, where our perspective is open and we're seeing multiple possibilities? We're remaining connected with the people in our team and the possibilities that they bring to the table. That's where we want to be, creativity, right? So how do we shift? The great news is our body is our best tool for that. Our body's where we're experiencing the trigger, so our body is how we're going to process the trigger. How does it feel for you when you're triggered? Every body is going to give off their own, unique response, their own set of alarm bells. For me, sometimes I'll feel like a tightening in my shoulder. I'll feel a tension in my jaw, maybe even in my hands, like a little bit of stiffness. If I'm really triggered, I might feel a little bit of shaking or a little bit of upset in my stomach, some tension there. So all of these cues that my body is telling me, totally normal, and it's letting me know that that situation is important and that I need to resolve it. And that's okay. So first I feel it. I kind of name it. Okay, I'm triggered. If it's really big, maybe I even excuse myself for just a moment. The good news is this initial wave of emotion and physical response usually only lasts about 60 to 90 seconds. It's going to pass. Just knowing that can really help. So becoming aware of it, knowing it's going to pass, and giving yourself the space to process it. So if it's feeling big, maybe remove yourself from this situation. But sometimes you won't even have to, because you can feel it and notice it and start to process it with some physical cues right away. The 3 things I like to cue my body on when I'm feeling triggered, it starts with my root. This is, I feel my feet on the earth, on the ground. I feel the way my environment is there to support me. I get balanced between my right and left. I find that root. I start to feel more stable right away. The next thing I notice is my spine. I like to invite a light, long feeling in my spine. I feel each vertebrae stack on top of the last and release muscle tension along my spine and feel it kind of stretching up toward the sky. So once I've got that alignment in my spine, that root in my feet, then I feel my breath deep in my belly. In heightened situations, most all animals start to breathe really quickly and shallowly. You can control your breath. If you can control your breath, you can start to control that bodily response that's happening. So notice the speed of your breath, the depth of your breath. Bring it down into your belly. Slow it down. Get your breath deeper. Then already you're going to notice that triggered response is getting smaller and you're feeling okay. So control your breath. Get rooted, lengthen your spine, control your breath. Wait for the trigger to pass. Now, give yourself a beat and see if you have shifted into a space that is more open, a space that feels more creative. Are you ready to see multiple possibilities? Are you ready to reconnect with the people around you? When I'm feeling ready to reconnect over that issue that may have initially been triggering, I like to come at it from a place of curiosity. Ask some questions to the person or people, team members in this situation. What I'm feeling a little bit defensive. What's coming up for you around this? Or I noticed that you feel very strongly about this issue. Do you want to tell me a little bit about why? Be curious. So from this place of openness, curiosity, you're going to be able to reconnect with your teammates and you're going to be able to find the solution that works the best. But remember to take care of yourself and let those triggers pass. Give yourself the time you need. All right. In the comments, feel free to let me know about your triggers, what's triggering you, how your body feels when that happens, and what you've done to move out of that. All right. I can't wait to hear from you. See ya. Bye.